So after the news of the last couple weeks, I'm sure we could all use a drink. And it's only Tuesday, Simone.
Only Tuesday. Fusing alcohol and politics. Okay, it's nothing new, right? But you won't meet many people who have done both as careers.
And you certainly have never met anyone who does both as well as Pia Carusone. She is the owner and distiller at Republic Restoratives in D.C.'s Ivy City, one of the only female-owned distilleries in the world.
Right. We invited her here to talk about, some of the whiskeys that's really been getting some attention. This is the piece de resistance,
yes.
If you say.
This is Madam Whiskey, made to honor our country's first vice president, first female vice president. Absolutely.
That's right. Now, this was really fascinating because you were making the news a couple of weeks ago. Someone at the DuPont Circle Farmers Market was showing this off to Kamala Harris, and it went viral. What was that moment like for you?
Well, I wasn't there, but our market manager was, and I think the vice president was there to buy some vegetables and stopped by the table to check out our offerings, and it was obviously really special for us. So,
when we first met 2 years ago, it was to talk about your Dissent gin that you distilled to honor Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, how are all of your products received by D.C.'s political class? I mean, I don't think you'd walk into a Republican house and see a bottle with Kamala Harris's portrait on it, but how have you been doing with these?
Well, ask my uncles about that. But, well, look, like we make our products for both everyday drinkers in D.C. and around the community, but also people that want a special bottle. Madam was created, we thought about that word Madam. And when she was elected, we realized that single word changed everything. It breaks glass ceilings. It paves the way for new generations of leaders. And it's a collaboration with a local artist, Lex Marie. It's not just a whiskey, it's a painting. She painted that portrait.
That's beautiful.
And so it's a celebration of all the work that the vice president's done and hopefully now into the future.
And you also have Rodham Rye.
Rodham Rye as well, yeah. We created Rodham Rye thinking it would be a celebration for the inauguration of our first female president. We started working on it well before the election. When the election hit, we thought, and we decided to sort of change gears a bit and still release it as a chance for people to connect over, really kind of what we hope was the resistance and a chance to sort of still participate, but not what we originally thought it would be.
Right.
I wanted to ask you, about the other hat you wear as a political strategist here. So you were chief of staff to Congresswoman Gabby Giffords when she was shot in Tucson back in 2011. Since that time, we of course have had the shooting that nearly killed Steve Scalise. We had the attempted assassination of Donald Trump recently.
Yep.
Have we not learned enough about political violence in the last 15 years?
Yeah, great question. Our view is political violence has no place in our society. We can work our differences out in the public square the way that we always have. We can fight in Congress, but it should never take a turn to violence the way, unfortunately, we saw so recently. So, a part of my other life, I'm working on gun violence prevention and trying to make it more clear to members of Congress and the Senate that doing the right thing actually isn't hard. Saving lives should be easy, and the country actually doesn't feel that controversial about it.
So we know that you're close with Gabby Giffords to this day. You're close with Mark Kelly. I think you actually do some work with him. We know, being vetted, he's on the short list for VPs. Would he make a good vice president? Would he help deliver some of these battleground states for Kamala Harris?
Well, yes, I think he'd be a great vice president, obviously, but this isn't about him. This is about beating Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, and that's what all of us are working on right now, whether it's in the Southwest, where Mark and Gabby live, or in the battleground, where the fight is certainly underway.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk just really quickly. So I've got the back of this, and it says, outspoken, disruptive, American. And I mean, it's just got some really punchy words to it. Does it just feel like a statement in and of itself, this whole bottle?
We think it was created with that spirit, as you said, and the artist had that in mind as she, labored over this beautiful oil painting, which is much larger than you'd think. It's many feet as it hangs on a wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is, created to be to represent the best of America. We think the folks that are outspoken, disruptive, and truly American in their fight.
It's also created to enjoy, so if you
Yeah.
don't mind,
exactly. Yeah.
take off here. No.
I mean, it just feels like a collector's item. It's beautiful.
Listen,
Thank you.
Pia Carusone with Republic Restoratives. Congratulations on all your success. Best of luck moving forward.
Thank you for having me.
I know you're going to have some new stuff soon, and we want to hear about it
We'll
before
be back.
anybody else.
We want the scoop.
All right, Pia, thanks.